Welcome to the Mind of Psychic, where we talk music, addiction, comedy, culture. If you like this content, please leave feedback and subscribe. Let's get into it. On this episode, I have the special guest, my favorite special guest of the Mind of Psychic, Mr. Sir JUDO. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
Just another day in paradise. You know how it goes.
Paradise.
Paradise. Like you're throwing the dice, right?
A pair of dice.
A pair of dice. Don't we all live nice? Through the fleece of our own belief system. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just saying random shit now. So that's usually how we do this. So let's see here. You had some very good topics that you always come up with fantastic topics. So this is why I have you on so much, because you are the smart brainiac of the pair, and I'm just the fat, lazy sumbitch. So, with that being said, what do you want to talk about today, Mr. JUDO?
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I've been well, this isn't a recent thing, but I think a constant in my life is I'm always thinking about the past, because, and maybe that's just part of getting old, we always think about the times we've peaked or the age we peaked. And is that like a real thing or not? Is the first question I'll ask you. Do you peak in life at some point? Like, are you ever like, man, my best life was when I was 25, or my best times, not life, but like, is that real? Is peaking real?
I think maybe in our minds it is. Subconsciously, yes, but in reality, there wasn't. I guess everybody's different, but for me, it was I've never thought that I was at the peak of anything. Like I don't think my peaks even started yet. So, and that's how I always felt. I mean, remember, I thought I was going to be dead by 30. So it's really only begun since the inception of my birth. Basically, I've always thought, I've never had that, oh, I peaked, like, I'm that fucking all-star football player in high school, and that was the height of my life. No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think that's how a lot of people view it, is like you just said, because some people say they peak in high school, like, yeah, I was the all-star quarterback, whatever, and that was the best years of my life, which is sad if the best years of your life were in high school, because that's nothing compared to like life as a whole, you know?
Very much true. Yeah. I mean, because we have usually you're 18 when you graduate, usually, roughly. So you probably have another 60 years to live. So if you want to say when you're 30, even, that your peak was when you were at 18 because you were popular in a sense.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah, you might have been at your peak. We're going to use that as a prime example of you're the all-star, whatever. Maybe you were peak physicality wise. But as far as you weren't even fully developed mentally.
Yeah, your frontal cortex was not even.
Yeah, and it's one of those where you just, I don't know. I personally think
it's strange, right?
It is. It very much is. And there's all these movies, and you hear things like, oh, I wish it was back in high school because that was my favorite time in my life. Well, maybe it's because you're not making awesome memories now when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I was just going to say that leads into the whole conversation I was about to start.
You're welcome.
Nice segue.
I try. I'm retarded with that capital R, so it's half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I got the acoustics going right now, so we're good.
You're like the Black Eyed Peas song.
Retarded. So retarded. I don't know what the fuck the song was. So I don't even
think they say let's get retarded in here.
Let's get retarded in here. Let's go smoke some fentanyl. No, that's not good.
Oh God.
That's not good, folks. Don't be fucking doing that. Actually, I just had that conversation about fentanyl with my barber, but I'm not getting off tangent so much today. Because you know me and Sir Judo.
You're trying to lace the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not trying to lace the shit with Chinese fentanyl whatsoever. But yeah, go ahead and I'm going to let you take the stage right now and explain your idea of this topic of episode.
Yeah, so we're talking about peaking. A lot of people say they peaked in high school, which that's a weird thing to embellish, kinda, and a weird thing to idolize. So you're like 45 years old. This is an example. Say you're like a 45-year-old man and you're talking to other people and you're like saying you peaked in high school. Is that not just strange to like idolize your 18-year-old self? It's a little weird, right? And everybody does it, like it's not, everybody says, "Oh, I peaked." Da, da, da. It's almost like you're letting yourself down in a way by saying that, right? Like, hey, I peaked at this point in my life. Well, would you just give up now?
In many cases, people maybe do because that great example of the football player in high school, they have the hot girlfriend, they have their life going on, they think they're going into college or whatever, and then they get the rude awakening that, hey, you really don't, you're good at whatever sport, they got the scholarship and everything, but you're not that 0.5%. You're not going to the NFL. And then their dreams kind of
they get brought back to earth, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Then they graduate with their fucking degree in women's studies after they fucking get drunk all the fucking time, after they find out their coach says, you're good, but you're not that good.
So did they really even peak?
I don't think so. I personally don't think so. Maybe in their mind, because they think they lost all that, they think they were they think they peaked at high school, but then they went farther and got older, and then maybe they thought a whole nother level of peaking.
Yeah. So it's kind of subjective, right? Because unless you were just in really good shape and you did do some cool shit and you did have some highlights, then others might agree that, hey, yeah, you kind of did peak. But I feel like when you say that, you're kind of like putting a cap on it, right? Like you've already hit the cap, you've already reached the ceiling, like your barometer is hit, like it's almost like saying you're done. But I mean, you could look at it one or two ways. You could be like, I peaked and now I'm cool with it. Like I had my moment, it's cool, 15 minutes is cool. But should you stop there though? Like should you just be like, okay, I'm done?
No. I don't think you should ever say you're done. I don't think you should ever even put, and the older I'm getting, the more I'm understanding of don't even, and it's very difficult, especially with me, the fact that putting that pressure, honestly, you're putting pressure on yourself too when you say that I peaked whenever the time was, and then you're like, well, I can't ever be happier than that or be in a better place than that, which is totally true, totally false.
Well, you can never relive the same moment, no, but you can have greater moments.
Exactly. You can have greater moments. I mean, think about if you're in a relationship. Sadly, I'm not, but it's all good. Wait until I get that Ozempic. I'm looking good with the beard now. Wait until I lose that 150 pounds. Yep. Okay. Anyways, but let's say, when I get in a relationship eventually, how would my partner feel if I say my best time of my life is when I was 17 or 18? Wouldn't that be fucked up for your partner to think that? Like, you're setting that boundary automatically of saying, okay, no matter what we do, it's never going to be as good as it was without you.
Like before you, I was better.
Exactly. That's almost basically like your fucking girlfriend saying, well, I fucked the guy with the way bigger dick, and you suck compared to him.
Yeah, like
Because that was her peak. Her peak was getting on that mansicle and doing what she was doing earlier when she was in her 20s at Ace, at whatever college. She was getting that, that dick in. So wouldn't that make you feel like you're a piece of shit too?
yeah,
So it's on both ends. I mean, for us guys, it's like, at least, when we get mature, we don't really give a fuck. But if you heard when you're in your 20s or even like 19 that your girlfriend said, well, you suck at whatever, that really gets to us. That's probably like the main thing. That's like the kick in the balls for us, is being told that you suck in a particular part of the relationship. Exactly. So that brings me back to when we're with that partner, even if we're years in, that would be like the worst feeling, I would say, for them, because the best time of your life should be then and now.
Correct.
Even if it sucks, there's a reason.
Well, you can only, I mean, the now and future is the Play-Doh. I mean, you're kind of like, there's an expiration on the past. It's done. So like it's expired. I'm not saying you can't learn from it, look at it and take notes, but I think that it's already been formed, the clay has hardened, so you get what I'm saying? Like your attitude's going to dictate your future now. So if your attitude is that of an attitude of, embellishing the past, like everything's not going to shine like gold going forward,
No, it's going to be basically a shit sandwich until you fix it. I mean, let's be blunt about it. Let's be fucking real about it. If you make your fucking life a shit sandwich, it's going to continue to be a shit sandwich. If you're still thinking that your best life was 20 fucking years ago, you're in fucking denial and a fucking idiot.
I think that is what breeds midlife crisis.
Yes, that, or their wife telling them they have a small dick, or them, if it's a guy, if it's a girl, maybe they're whatever. But no, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, you are who you are. Do what you can. There's some shit you can't do better. There's some stuff you can do better. Like, don't you think that you think more clearly now when you're 30X compared to when you were 16? Don't you think you've learned a lot more?
Fully, yeah, full on.
So clearly there's been some progression, and you didn't peak at that point, mentally at least. You see where I'm going with this? It's in my opinion, it's like we worry about ourselves so much, which I think we should in many aspects. I mean, I think a lot of it, and I'm going to get on this little tangent right now because I've observed it. So I was at Disneyland a couple of weeks, 2 Fridays ago.
Okay.
People just wear what the fuck they want now. Like, there is no shame. No. I mean, I'm a fat dude, so I can talk about fat people all fucking day long until I get on this Ozempic and I lose 150 pounds, and then I shut my fucking mouth. But until then, yes, guys, I'm cheating. I said I would never cheat, but you know what? Damn it! After this beard really gave me this, this little face when my barber did what he did. He did some genius shit. Anyway,
shouts out that guy.
Shout out Gabe, Barrio, Barbers, Tucson, Swan, Broadway, hit them up. Hashtag strong hand pride. Anyhow, so yeah, I was at Disneyland. Thank you, sir. And I'm just walking through, and maybe it's always been this way, but it's, I guess, and I'm going to sound like a fucking total dick now, but I really don't give two shits because this is my fucking platform and I can say whatever the fuck I want with my 9 followers. Anyways, so anyways, I'm noticing, okay, so everybody, I mean, granted, it's a little warm. It's probably 80, 85, but that's hot for, Orange County.
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer. But, back in the day, fat people were embarrassed to be fat. Like, they would cover themselves up. But this
Yeah.
whole body positivity shit that happened in like 2017 to about November of 2024, if y'all motherfuckers get my meaning, when we said, fuck around and find out, well, we're slowly getting back into that thing, I have good genes type bullshit. We're going on that fast track of living life to the best. Anyway, we used to hide our shit. We didn't want people to look at us. Now these fucking fat people, and this goes for guys, this goes for gals, this goes for whatever you want to call yourself. If you're a donkey, if you're an elephant, whatever the fuck you believe you are, you unicorns. What I'm saying is they're fucking wearing, and these are we're talking, 4'7", 600-pound women and men wearing fucking Daisy Dukes and fucking mid what do you call them, like tube tops with their
like
flab off crop tops. There you go. And yes, us as a society, I'm sorry, I'd rather see a woman, and I'm gonna be fucking killed for this, and I'm not even gonna say what I want to say, but I think we can all get the gist. Some people look better in clothing than others, right? That's being fair, I think, right? You don't want to, trust me, if me and Matt put on the same clothes, he's going to look way better than me. I don't know who this fucking Matt guy is, but, Sir
Can I
JUDO.
get a side note in here?
Yes.
I think about that daily. It's a shower thought that, like, I have body dysmorphia. A lot of people do. That's why I'm, like, lifting weights and trying to, like, get my shit together. But think about it. Like, back in the day, like, caveman era, probably a little after that even, just scratch that. If clothes just were never a thing, like, you would be walking around naked. You'd have to own it,
Very much true, but I think if we were still in that caveman era, we wouldn't have fat people.
True.
And I'm kind of a fat shamer because I'm fat and I'm lazy. There's only very rarely are there like people with severe thyroid issues that they can't lose weight in that. And I feel for them. I truly do.
Medical.
But for the most part, it's medical. And I'm not saying that it's, there are people out there that are big that can't lose weight. I'm not saying that's not the case.
Hormone imbalances, PCOS, all kinds of stuff.
Exactly. But for the normal human being, for the majority, we don't give it's McDonald's. It's 10,000 calories a day. It's, hey, I'm going to order a large fry and think I'm dieting because I order a Diet Coke.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing is when people get a large fry, 2 quarter pounders, but they get a Diet Coke
and 2 apple pies.
My fuck, do I call people out or not? My friend, I won't say his name. He'll probably listen to this maybe, but I won't say his name. He's like, I'm going to start keto, man. I'm going to eat healthier. And I'm like, cool, man. That's fine. And then he goes to McDonald's. He gets he goes to Burger King, my bad. Gets a Whopper and a large fry and a regular large Coke. But he takes off the hamburger bun. Now, a round of applause that he took off the bun.
So he took off the 40 carbs off the bun.
Yeah.
I mean, more power to him. He's doing something.
And he's like, man, I'm doing keto. I took the bun off. I'm like, do I even speak?
No. And by the way, I'm going to put you on Front Street right now. Okay. From a man to a man, bro, you looking good. Like you looking straight. No, seriously, you showed me that you've been, I think for 4 months or so, you've been really packing it in. Like, dude, you look, if I was gay, basically, I try to hit that, but I'm not. I love women. Damn. Thank you very much. But no, you're doing I'm so happy that luckily you've never really had you've never had a weight issue.
I did.
You were underweight.
No, like I went all through my childhood, toddler, teenage, 20s even without gaining any weight. I was like, in high school, I was 110.
That's what I'm saying is you weren't ever overweight.
But then like when I got in my later 20s, around 28 to 30, around that time, I started gaining weight. And the crazy thing about that is like, someone who could eat anything they wanted their whole life and never affect them, I didn't know how to eat when I got in my 30s. So I try to continue that same eating pattern of being unhealthy and basically just packing it in. You know, what really hurt the most is my friend. I'll shout him out. My friend Luke. When I lived with him for years, Luke's like 6'4", skinny as a rail, has diabetes, so his shit's already a little fucky. The dude can eat whatever he wants and never gain a pound. So he goes to B Dubs. We both go to B Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings. We go there together. He'll get 20 wings, a large side of potato wedges with cheese, and probably 4 beers and not gain a pound. So I'm 5'8", a little shorter, whatever. And I'll eat the same as he's eating because that's what I used to do. And then I started just packing on weight, living with the guy because I just mimic what he's doing. Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't, because everybody's different. My dad would be the same way. My dad was like 6'3", 6'4", up until, I mean, he was a size 32, 38. So he was super tall. Like, I mean, not super tall, but he would literally every day go to like eat some crazy, like 5 quarter pounders or something. This was in the 80s and 90s. He was one of those people that were able to do that. Now, my mom, on the other hand, before she had a gastric bypass in 99, she would eat pieces of celery and she would gain weight. That's the same way with me. Like, I take on the fat gene, and it's one of those things that no matter what anybody says, if you're not comfortable, if you're big and you were once thinner, I can almost guarantee that when you were thinner, you were probably a little bit more self-confident. And even when you lose weight, I think you feel better.
You would think so, but to be honest with you, where I was always thin, I never thought about it in a confident way because I'd never known the opposite, because I'd never gained weight. So I didn't know what being overweight felt like, That's
valid, because that's a whole other, that's the opposite of what I felt. So that's valid.
My brain was just neutral about it.
Gotcha. So. Yeah. And I got to say, I think most big people, since we're on that tangent right now, we've probably tried to diet, do whatever we could possible to lose the weight. And and as we get older, it's harder and harder.
I feel probably prior, when I was younger, I probably fat shamed like every, young male does. But being in it now and, getting overweight, it's kind of, it sucks. I mean, dieting is hard. Losing weight is hard. Restricting yourself is hard. The one thing that you shouldn't have to think about, which is just putting food in your mouth, like there shouldn't be a Venn diagram on it. You know what I mean? It's natural. It's you're hungry, you eat. It shouldn't be so complicated and so annoying, but our bodies just do what the fuck they want. Honestly, it sucks.
Yeah. No, it's true. And you start craving food.
Your mood, your whole mood is dictated through food. It's crazy. Like that is such gas for your body's engine. Like it's insane.
Yeah. And every time, like, dude, when I have something, when I'm eating food, I always feel better. I'm always happier.
Yeah, it's dopamine for sure. When I'm on DoorDash and I pick something I truly want, I get a dopamine kick from it. Like when I order Indian food.
I was just about to say that I'm doing that this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels good. It's like you feel like a little bit of a high. It's like not a high, like you're not buzzed, but like you feel like that endorphins of excitement and you feel warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when you do it, when you wait, like I was going to drive by, cause I got off really late. I got off at like 11 last night, and I had Jack in the Box in mind, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather get Indian tomorrow and just eat at home. So that's what I did. I went home.
Okay.
I had some chicken salad in the fridge, and I'm like, I'll eat that. And plus it's cheaper. Back in the day.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you
I was
could
just gonna
go.
say a hack that actually kind of like low key works that I've done is like if you do want to eat better, so like it should be common sense, obviously, but like say you want to eat shitty, or like you want Cane's, or you want Jack in the Box, or you want, you know, something shitty. So you're only making that decision based on you being hungry. That's just your hunger hormone. That's like your hangry is like kicking in. You know what I mean? So like if you go to the kitchen and force yourself to eat some bullshit that you have, like a turkey sandwich, or I don't know, like just whatever you got in the kitchen, maybe a salad, whatever. And when you get full on that food, that level of wanting that shitty food kind of submerges a little bit. So you actually psych yourself out of it.
Yes, and I've noticed the more and more because I've been on the trying to eat a little healthier over the last
Yeah.
5 months.
Hey, steps is steps. I don't
I'm
care.
telling you, dude, I
Yeah,
crave fruit now instead
yeah,
of
you're
like
not.
so it's bizarre. Like I'm like,
So,
okay,
so
I
it's
want that sugar, but it's a different type now.
so it's like compound interest, right? I know I talked about this before, but like the people, I don't know. People get so discouraged that they think they got to do the extreme, and I'm one of those people. I'm like, today I'm counting every calorie, and I'm going to eat this, 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 and this, and I'm going to completely avoid everything all week that makes me feel like shit and gains weight. Like that. That's I kind of gave up on that. You know what I mean? And I've realized that like the small steps add up. Should be common sense, but like compound interest, like if I do this, that'll build upon that, which will build upon that. And eventually I will have, 10 days where I did those little things. So I'm 10 days a different person, you know?
Yes, and it only takes that one time, especially when we're talking about food. Like you're on a good path, and then all of a sudden you drive by, especially with people that are like in the
Oh,
field all the time. They're always near food.
it's impulse for sure.
Exactly. Because it goes in, it's like, oh man, I haven't had that in a bit. Mm, that sounds delicious. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, they got a new burger. Ooh, it has
Another
guacamole.
another thing I would say is staples. So like that's what I do. Like, I mean, sometimes I put it in my notepad, but one thing I've been craving or eating a lot at home, and I know it's bread. Oh, don't eat bread. Bread makes you fat, calories. Yeah, yeah, I know. But like, I've been eating. I've been making sandwiches with. Have you ever had Dave's bread?
No, is that like a low carb, I'm assuming?
Mm, I don't really think so. I don't really know exactly what it is, but I've been eating it's Dave's bread, and I've been eating like sandwiches at home. I'll do like light mayo, turkey, but I'll like take the turkey and cut it up because I kind of like that style better. And then I'll do like pepper jack cheese and on Dave's bread. And no, it's killer. Like Dave's bread has like it has like the grains on the side of the crust. Um,
Ah, okay.
trying to
Oh, I've
look.
seen this before. I know. I've
Yeah,
never.
Dave's killer. So it's organic bread. It's a little
Yes.
bit more pricey, but dude, it's like it's whole grain bread. I get the green package with the seeds on the side. But anyways, dude, like this, I don't even buy it because it's organic. I'm not one of those people. I just buy it because it tastes good. This bread is the shit. Actually, I actually really like this bread. But I guess it's good because it's whole grain. I don't know. I mean, the bread's got 5 grams of protein, so that's kind of killer.
I mean, that's good. I mean, but at the end of the day,
You
if
shop
you
Whole
only
Foods, right?
I do more now,
Yeah,
and
you should check this bread out.
I
You
don't
buy
really
this.
do when I do sandwich meat, when I do lunch meat, I usually don't do bread. I usually like put like cheese on it and do like one of the like a roll up type deal.
Yeah.
So because
Do you
I
like
honestly,
avocado?
oh my dude, I would eat 10 avocados a day if I could.
So if you got a toaster, get this Dave's bread, toast it, and put some avocado on it, and put some everything bagel seasoning as
God,
like a snack.
you're such a white boy.
Dude,
I forgot you went to EKU too. And
what?
UK. I forgot you went to UK, EKU. So you're that fucking preppy white boy. You know,
Nah,
of
I'm
course,
dating a basic white girl, so dude,
I'm not.
girls will hook you up. That's another thing is
I'm,
date a fit girl. you date a fit girl, and they will put you on to recipes, dude. I'm eating like, uh, like Greek yogurt in my like, taco mix stuff. Like I'm putting weird shit into weird shit because I'm eating canned chicken, which is something I thought was disgusting. But when you add that with some, some Greek yogurt, some salsa, and other stuff, mix it up and throw it in a low carb tortilla, man, good.
That's the different meal right there. But I mean, I mean, hey, at
Fit
least
chick
you
will
know.
put you on though. Like, yeah. Not the
And
ones that eat like birds. I'm not talking about those chicks. I'm talking
you
about the
mean
chicks that like protein. So they kind of are low
they
carb, high
figure
protein.
they figure things out.
Yeah, yeah. They
Different
actually look up
different things.
recipes, which is
Yeah.
something I don't ever do
What's a
because
recipe, Sir
I'm
Judo?
like eyeball this, eyeball that. That looks about
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, I
one
don't
tablespoon of oil is 280 calories. Oops, drop the bottle.
exactly. Or wait, 1 cup of cheese? No, 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 no. It's the whole bag you need to put in. There's a typo there.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, right? You want that whole bag of cheese. Like it's one of those things where you need, because it looks, and if but and I've learned lately there is such thing as too much cheese, and I'm a cheeseaholic.
I love cheese. I love pizza though.
I don't
That's
know if
that's what makes me fat is pizza. I could eat
oh,
pizza every day.
I just
Breakfast,
recently, yeah, I
all of it.
I was at work the other day and I door dashed for all of us some pizza, which I haven't had in like a couple of months. And
God,
yeah, it was bomb. Honestly, I got to say it was really good, but I don't do it every day now. So it was more of a treat. And I know that sounds like kind of weird, like the way I say it, but it's a treat.
pizza is a treat because
It
pizza
is
is such an overload of carbs. Like you can ruin a whole week eating a whole pizza, and I can sit down and eat a whole pizza myself. Like I can
in
fuck
one
up a
in one
pizza.
sitting, exactly.
Pizza and pasta, I can eat. I just eat and eat and eat and eat. Like I don't stop. Like I can just. I don't know.
Speaking of pasta, that one fuck Fazoli's. I wish they had a fast food Italian place out here. It would be dangerous for me, but dude, Fazoli's. I don't even know if this still exist.
I mean, I think Fazoli's is overrated,
It
but
is, but it's the only.
it's
It's
good for quick.
exactly that's what I'm saying. It's like I've never noticed any
It's
other
like
place in the world other than probably Italy that has fast food Italian.
Fazoli's is like an Italian hooker because like you want that pasta, but you're kind of ashamed to go through that drive-through, so you kind of do it secretly.
Just like just like Taco Bell at 2 a.m. when you're high
Oh
or
yeah,
drunk.
Taco Bell's kind of. I don't know if Taco Bell's something to be ashamed about in 2025 because
Um,
Taco
it's
Bell's
probably
been
one
a
of the
move.
healthier. It's probably one of the
Actually,
healthier.
crazy enough because so I did lose. You're talking about like weight loss, weight. So at my highest, I was 218, and now I'm sitting at 176. So like I have lost a lot of weight, and part of that is months and months ago I did that. I counted calories, but I'll tell you, dude, Taco Bell is a staple for that. They're actually pretty low calorie. I'm not even joking.
And I know
Probably because
you've
they
done,
skimp on their taco meat, but
yeah,
whatever.
or I mean, the stuff they grow in the lab, if they call that meat. But anyhow,
True. No,
um,
so check it actually. Real quick side note. I worked at a Taco Bell when I was younger. So that meat comes in a bag and you just boil it.
you warm it up, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. No, 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 no. I know you've also been on a Chipotle kick,
Oh, I love
or
Chipotle, yeah.
yeah, and so
Pricey.
oh,
It's not worth the price, but
I
it's
think
good.
Qdoba. I haven't been there in years, but
Qdoba? Qdoba's the shit. Qdoba over
Qdoba.
Chipotle.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I haven't had either. I'm just like if I'm gonna eat Mexican, bro, I'm gonna eat Mexican. I live in Arizona. I'm gonna have real. I'm not gonna have that fake
So
ass white boy shit.
it's the bowls that do it for me because a whole bowl at Chipotle, you know, according to what you're putting in it, but um so I had like yeah, I was counting calories, but I had my bowl like mathematically precise to where it was like 760 calories for a bowl. Like that was it. Like I had it, and granted, like that's going to change because they're going to give you different portion sizes every time, but it's going to be in that ballpark. But but the Chipotle bowls would make me full for hours. So It worked out, you know, because I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
at it
can
like
see that.
a calorie
Yeah,
standpoint.
yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the
Like
way you.
like that Chipotle bowl. Um, you know, there was more calories in a Big Mac and a small fry and a drink. You know what I mean? And the bowl's gonna get me fuller than the McDonald's.
Exactly. I mean,
So yeah, got to look at
I
it
just
like that.
I can't wait for the future where we can just take a pill and not
Yeah,
have to worry about eating, not have to worry about the calorie bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that you could just heat up a spoon and get a lighter, and you
Oh
won't be
my
hungry. Smoke some
god.
meth, right?
No, it's fentanyl now. It's blues.
Fentanyl, yeah.
It's blues now,
I don't
unfortunately.
think meth is with a spoon and a lighter, anyways. But whatever.
No, that's no, that's no. If yeah, I believe so. That's crack.
Oh, okay, yeah, crack.
Meth
That's what I
too. I
meant.
think you can do that meth too. I think yeah. I think the spoon is multi-purpose throughout drugs. I don't
Sure, I
know.
don't know how we got on. You know, dude. So my friend Don, shout him out. He was like, because
Big Don,
I talk about food and
606.
food and calories and shit all the time. One day, I guess he was in a bad mood, and I hit him up, and I said something. No, he said something to me first, and I think I was in a bad mood. He showed me his meal that he was eating, and I started going off on like the calorie shit, and he just fired back with, "Man, just go to school for nutrition," like in a sarcastic way, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. You spend so much time researching it, you might as well be a nutritionist.
Yeah, I just become a freak about it. But my shit's so like black and white because I'm on TikTok, which I need to delete. But I'm on TikTok and like on one side I'm looking up nutrition stuff and like healthy recipes and all this other garbage. And then on the other side of it it's like mukbangs or mukbangs, whatever you want to call them, where people are just sitting and eating and you're just watching people eat and they're like eating as much food as they possibly can. And like watching that makes me hungry. It makes me want what they're eating, which is usually like some bullshit, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're getting, have you seen these people, which I know you don't watch this shit a lot, but like when people go to Cane's and they get the whole cup of cane sauce, like a whole fucking fountain drink cup of cane
Yeah,
sauce,
I think somebody sent that to me once.
dude, like, and
I
they're
could drink
dipping,
that shit though.
true, but they're like dipping all their shit in that. But dude, you don't even want to know like the calorie intake of that. Like, dude, like that's a lot. You know what I mean? That like no human should be doing that. But here's the crazy fucking thing: is a lot of those people that are doing that they're not even fat.
Exactly. No,
Oh,
exactly. You see all of these foodies, they may
yeah,
be 15 pounds overweight mostly, maybe.
yeah,
It's like, dude, you're fucking taking that bite. You're either fucking gagging it, you're either throwing it
right.
up, or
That's what
you're
I've
eating it and going to a fucking gym.
that's what I heard is like. Well, I've heard two things. I've heard like the people that do that are getting like 31,000 steps a day to make up for that, or they're just spitting the food out and they're making cuts in their videos, like video
Yeah.
edits.
Yeah. Which, if you're trying to get sponsors and stuff like that and you're trying to get those views and those subs, you can't blame them.
True.
But it's not, I mean, if you're just doing like a Yelp review, but in your own way, and you're trying to just let people know about the food, the restaurant, cool.
Yeah,
But
but
if you're,
what's
go ahead.
I was gonna say, but what's shitty is though is like I watch that and I'm gonna mimic it because it looks good, but I'm not spitting it out. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
so it's just I
Yes.
don't know.
No, well, so since we're on the subject of l- weight, I just got approved, and
Hmm?
they are shipping out the uh Ozempic or the whatever the compound version of what they
I
do.
think it's like GLP something, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's that. Yeah. So I wanted to thank you for just being my friend and telling me, you know what, just look after yourself. So
Yeah,
it really helped. So I appreciate that. It gave me the confidence and the ability to just say fuck it and do it and worry about it later. I mean, if I die from it, I die from it in 25 years, whatever. I'd rather look good now or look better now and get healthier Cause dude, I'm trying to get off some of these meds, bro. I'm tired of fucking
Well,
looking like a pharmacy.
that's something else I've learned and is like, and this isn't even just through me, but through other people and me, but like weight gain makes everything like inflated. Like you got any problem, it's so much worse when you're overweight.
Yes. Back
And my big
problems, bones, everything.
well
Back.
this well this goes for you, but for me it was sleep apnea. It was so much worse the bigger I was.
Oh yeah, yeah. Same with me. Yeah. Um, when I was in LA a couple weeks ago, like I mentioned, I was on the air for 2.5 days. I didn't bring my sleep apnea machine and I felt good. But you know, I've been, like I said, I've been making changes
Hmm.
in order to feel better. Now, I know with like blood pressure meds and stuff like that, it's very difficult to get off of.
Hmm.
But as much as I want to get off even my psych meds,
Hmm.
um, me and no psych meds, I'm not gonna value, but me and psych meds, I'll deal with it because I know
Just
myself on the difference. Now, if I could do something holistic, like I'm totally open to that, but you're not going to tell me that eating a particular grass is going to help my brain from not lashing out and then being happy 2 seconds later because of my
no.
bipolar. And it's
I
not a
think
disability in my how can I say this? This is going to piss a lot of people off. I guess you could call it a disability. I just call it you know, it comes with fucking nature, I guess. I'm fucked up because of genes from my parents. Hey, my dad had schizoaffective bipolar. So at least I don't have that, thank God. I mean, I'm nuts already. So just imagine if I'm like talking to fucking my horseman buddy that's, next to me and stuff like that. And
you
there's no shame.
did you
I
put
work.
that did you put that in your dating profile? Like you
That
don't only
my
get to
super
date.
that my superpower is my bipolar. No, I haven't done
You,
that yet. It's a good
you could
idea
put
though, huh?
that. I was just gonna say multiple personalities. They get a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, you get a little bit. You get some James here. You get some Clyde over here. You get some Ian right there. Oh hell
Homeless
yeah,
Earl.
hell yeah, some homeless Earl. Hashtag strong hand pride. So I just got the. I'm gonna send you with the gifts I've got. I'm gonna send you some of the stickers I got, some of the decals I got. So
Oh, for the podcast.
for the podcast, and I'm doing this
Nice.
whole new
Yeah, you
hashtag.
need to send me one, and I'm gonna put it on the car.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you like they come in a sheet of 4, so I'm gonna just send them. It's easier just sending you
I'll
sheets.
start. I'll start just vandalizing and putting them on signs and shit.
Yeah, I have yet to do that. I don't know why. Well, no,
Skate
because
parks.
there you go. I mean, I don't even have one on my fucking thermos, which is weird. I just don't even. I've just been so preoccupied with this fucking getting this booth fixed, put together. I'm about 75% done. But if you
Mm.
want to talk about a white trash monstrosity, just look at this shit. I mean, I'm not even going to take a picture of it and send it to you right now because it just looks, I mean, it looks like me if I was a
I mean,
booth.
it has to look better than the 2011, 2012 version, or the mic that we had with all the stuffed animals surrounding it.
The stuffed animals gave it some
Character.
panache, character, some panache. This is just gonna be basically the inside of it is gonna look like a fucking whatever, but I've got so much fucking soundproofing in this thing. I've at some parts I have 4 inches, which for most guys, that's below average. Just letting y'all fuckers know. Um, y'all 4 inchers think that you have niners. Just saying I mean, that's what a woman's told me that men have issues with measurements. So I mean, I've just heard that from a few women. Anyway, so back to my booth. It's definitely hopefully it works. I've been working on it for
Together.
like 2 weeks now, and I've been doing it. I
You
don't
should
I'm
some Instagram posts going and stuff. Show some
I'm
progress on stuff.
I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to scare people. This thing is like, but I'm
We gotta
hopefully
get
it's gonna work.
you gotta get back to the promotion stage of all this. Like I feel like the podcast is taking a little bit of a pause.
Okay, so let me give you this. This is no excuse, but so I haven't put out anything probably in 6 weeks.
damn.
So first I got the COVID.
Mm,
I was out for 2 weeks, then worked for 2 weeks, tried to get back to normal. Then my back went out. Then I was out for another 2 weeks. At that point, I'm like, okay, I got the great idea. A buddy of mine decided, hey, you know what? Let's make another record. It's been about a decade, so let's make some music. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds fucking bomb. But I want it to sound the best possible, so I'm gonna build a fucking ghetto ass booth with PVC sheets, sound dampening blankets, carpet, and of course, $300 or no, $175 worth of fucking insulation, soundproofing insulation.
you're at
So that's where
you're
I'm
at
at right
you're
now.
at you're at Lowe's so much they're gonna think you're an Instacarter.
Fucking seriously, fucking shout out Home Depot, the HD baby, the HD. My mom used to work there back in the like 93, 94, 95, 96 ish, I think. I don't know. Anyway, but shout out to HD. They have all the tools that you'll ever need.
Mm,
But I'm on a DeWalt thing. So I want music gear, but I also love tools now. It's weird.
Hmm.
I'm fucking yeah. So I guess the older I get, the more I'm becoming like my father with the whole tool thing.
you're
I
becoming a
remember going
man.
apparently. But yeah, no, I really, I'm hoping that, but you know, it's at least it's keeping me busy, and I'm not just laying in bed watching TV.
Yeah, yeah. It's a hobby in
So
its own. It's
yeah, so
creative.
I'm gonna
You're
get that. I'm gonna get that going. So I should hopefully be done since I'm not working I worked the last 7 straight. So now that I have 2 days off, I'm gonna put some
get
time and
back at
effort,
it.
get back at it, finish it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use this as this pod episode as this week's episode. So
Yeah.
that'll help me out a little bit because I've been lagging
What's
on that.
what's the future going on? What's up? You got any updates for this podcast? The plans, visions?
Yes. Um, so I'm looking into video.
Nice.
Probably by January. I'm going into it very slowly because unlike audio, there's so much more. There's an addition to the whole video. It's it's a lot more work if you're unfamiliar with video editing, lighting, stuff like that. It's a whole different world. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to learn that. And I've been learning, like I've been using like OBS and some DaVinci to do some editing. So I understand it a little. And I know I can't be perfect, but I understand it's way easier. I can do everything on the audio side and put it out. And I
What
can use
I've
small shit.
what I've read or heard from a lot of, content creators is don't worry so much about quality, just put it out. Because just putting it out is going to get the friction going that you need, to strike
True.
strike when the iron's hot.
I guess you should strike when the fucking when the big poker is hot. However, this is my thing and I want to do it the best as possible.
True.
But
What
no, I get what
about
you're saying.
what about short form? What about some shorts, going forward?
I know we've been talking about this for like the last 6 months. I want to, I just it's so much easier for me to get on a fucking audio than to get on video and say, "Hey, what's up, guys? Look at my triple chin. Look at my fat
Well,
belly. Get in my belly."
I
I
got
don't.
some cool I got a cool idea. Um how about you look into like USB mics, like clip-on mics and filming some mountains, or if you like you go on a trip and then just kind of half-ass doing a short episode with like, some views, you know what I mean?
I could do that, but also I want to really get into since the
You want to get into
fentanyl.
fentanyl? Just kidding.
God is going to strike you down. Oh, sorry, Lord. I'm going to have to say 3 Hail Marys tonight for that. Anyway, no, it's just the more and more, you know, I'm
It's another layer. I get it. Another layer on the
it,
cake.
I kind of want to,
Slow
but
bake.
there's so many. Yes, it's going to be definitely. I'm going to be trying to cook something you should be cooking at 700 degrees. I'm going to slowly bring it
That's what
up
the
like 35 degrees.
that's what
In,
the that's what the kids say these days. He's cooking.
and I'm not cooking that. Look at my car. I ain't cooking shit. No, it's I'm seeing, and now people having whole fucking like video podcasts like on Instagram chat. They're like
Yeah,
Instagram profiles that literally walk around Tucson. It's called the Fentanyl Stories or Fentanyl in Tucson, and
really.
they're interviewing people at bus stops and shit. Yeah, and I'm like,
Huh.
that's something I'd be
Interesting.
interested in, but I'm in a very because I'm in the I do that for a living. Like
Yeah.
I'm in that and behavioral and substance, primarily in the substance arena now, more than SMI. So it would kind of like I'm gonna have to really think about how to do this because it could I could be violating some shit, so I have to look and read the legalese of the policies and stuff. So, because I would love to I'm almost set up for because I want to start interviewing people.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say. I remember you
I'm
talking
gonna
about that.
that's gonna be my next thing. I'm gonna continue doing audio for a little bit and doing um finally getting somebody in. I actually because I bought a gaming chair, I actually have another office chair that's pretty comfy, so I can at
Mm,
least have two
guest
people.
spots.
Yeah, I can start doing that and just letting them just talk, be like,
That would be cool, actually.
start from when you were 0 years old and then go up to, I've already had like 3 people ask me, "Hey, can I get on your podcast?"
Yeah, you should
I'm
take
like,
advantage of that for
"Well,
sure.
I am, as an adult, people have different schedules now and stuff like that. But
True.
if you're a recovering addict, you want to get your shit out. You want to get your story out like crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
and
agree.
it helps. Honestly, it helps both you and it helps others. Like seeing what I see every day at work, both on the SMI front and on the recovery front, it it humbles a motherfucker. It seriously every day. And then driving to work, it's like, dude, it's like you want to help. You
Well,
seriously
sometimes,
want to help.
sometimes saying something out loud, it rings more than like just keeping it in. You know what I mean? Like you've done that before, right? Like if you just have these thoughts all day, but it hits different when you say it out loud because saying it out loud is almost feels like admitting, but you know what I'm saying?
That's very true. That's very true. That's why I started this whole thing in the first place because I don't do it for anybody else. It'd be cool if I got huge, and I don't mean weight wise. I mean in the spectrum of no help me with that word, dude. Notoriety. I can't
Notoriety.
notoriety. I can't fucking talk anymore. So
Notoriety.
notoriety. Whatever the fuck it's called. I'm having a fucking retarded mind right now.
Oh, you're good.
Hashtag hashtag strong hand pride. Hashtag. Anyway, but no, it's very like I said, I've been using the word humble a lot today,
Hmm.
and shout out to Lamar.
Yeah.
But be humble is a whole nother fucking world. And it's
Not for
scary.
everybody.
It's not for everybody, definitely. But seeing this shit on a day-to-day basis will either make you want to do it and stay in that zone or keep you so far away that you almost hate the people that are selling it. Because selling weed, remember back in the day, people would go to jail for 30 years for selling fucking weed, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. George Young.
thank you. Yes. Now if anybody's not familiar with that, basically the movie in 2001 called Blow, starring Johnny Depp, it was based on his life. I think that's a good guy we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
correct. Okay, cool. Anyway, it's we're just we're in that, but now people are doing so much. There was something on that they were talking about in Arizona that if you sell fentanyl, we still have the death penalty in Arizona. And I think it was the last, there were some talks about if you sold fentanyl, you were there was some way that you could be charged with on a death penalty case because of the fentanyl. If they would find out that your drugs, if it was your stuff that got sold to the person
Yeah.
that died, you
Yeah.
could
I
be
mean,
you
yeah,
with
like the Mac Miller case. There was fentanyl in the drugs he took, and yeah, those drug dealers, they face charges in time.
face.
Granted, I don't think they
It
got
wasn't.
like
I don't think it was death.
no, they didn't get the death penalty, but they did get
Probably
some sort of
they probably
charges. I
did.
don't know.
Yeah, they probably got years. But when you
Yeah,
talk about death, I mean, I think if you bring that up, like death penalty, I think that would. I would hope for the drug dealers out there that, I mean, you got to think selling. You don't know what the shit is. You don't know
well,
what.
well, I was gonna say to be fair, like, and I'm not defending any drug dealer, but to
No,
be
not at
fair,
all.
they probably don't even know what the fuck they're selling
And that's
anymore.
another thing is that they're just the salesmen. A lot of them, they're not fucking
But
going
it is
from.
kind of like manslaughter if you don't know what the fuck you're giving people, in a way, right?
Yeah, and especially since it's so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
It's just I, and I can guarantee you no drug dealer wants their clients to die
It would,
because that would fuck up their whole industry, right?
I think currently in the United States, and this might go for other countries, I don't know, but currently I think now would be the scariest time to be an addict.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100. I mean, it's I mean, I can't tell you probably 1 in 10 people. Okay, I'm fucking up with the numbers, but I bet you 2 out of 10 people in Tucson right now have Narcan on them just because of that. Especially if you're talking about in the recovery space, I can
Hmm.
guarantee you that
I mean, it's
or
bad when pedestrians and family members are carrying that with them.
yep. And
Just to
I know
be just like
yeah.
as a safety precaution.
Yeah, and I should probably be carrying it, but
In your field,
I'm
probably, yeah.
I should. I mean I'm trained on it. I'm trained on all that shit. Um you're right, I probably should, but I go from my house to work and every 10 feet at work there's a box of it.
Mm,
So, but I think it would probably be smart of me to put it next to my battery charger or my jumper, at
something,
least to
yeah.
have something. Yeah, because I do have water in there for myself just in case. Always keep at least $20 on you in your wallet just in case um somebody doesn't take card. Um yeah, actually when I went to LA a couple of weeks ago, I know um I actually took cash out of an ATM
Mm,
because there's that stretch between Phoenix and Coors Light, which is like 120 miles or something, where there's nothing. There's like 2 rest stops and nothing. So if you get fucking my thing is if not everybody takes cards or apps.
the rural areas.
Yeah, some people still want that cash money. So I always bring cash. Now when I came back, I had like $20 on me. Even though because when you're at Disneyland and you have cash, yeah, let's just say you don't pay attention like you should. Yeah, one of my friends is gonna get a nice little gift in the mail, and I'm not talking about a dick in the box either. I'm talking about he's gonna get him and his partner, I don't know if that would be sexual. I'm trying to keep it as politically correct. Fuck that. This is my shit. His girlfriend will be getting something too. Just
That's
saying.
good. Yeah.
Damn right, cousin. Damn right, cousin. With the capital fucking R for retarded.
Oh damn.
Hashtag retards love. Hashtag retards are people too. I used to ride the small yellow bus, never had the helmet, but just gotta say, us retardos, we matter. We matter. You just
like
every time.
It's only getting worse.
I may joke about it, but dearly, seriously, if anybody fucking, I can say it because I'm actually one of them. I'm part of that tribe. I'm part of the man in the village of that whole village of special people.
Yeah.
So, if I see a normie, say it. Just like I can't call a midget. I would never call a midget anymore because that's their pride and that's their tribe and it's disrespectful. So if you call my pride a retard, if you see somebody in like you that you can definitely see that's mentally challenged or beyond that, and you actually make fun of them, I'm not a violent person.
I'm probably gonna get canceled, but like gay pride is the rainbow. When like like I don't feel like I shouldn't say the word, but like,
Better say it because you already said gay pride, so you better say there should be a flag for retard,
so like
right?
so gay pride flag is like the rainbow. Would like the retarded flag be like just scribbles?
That kid, you know what? Damn. Hey, we're trying to get we're not worried about being canceled anymore. We have the right person in president now. Oops.
We need to just close this down before it gets worse.
Nobody's gonna listen to this shit anyways, but this will be the one that actually gets like 10 views.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Seriously, or maybe 100,000. But no, we're all kidding, like seriously. But what I'm saying is don't make fun of people because we all have fucking disabilities in our own right. Whether you're fat, whether you can't swim, whether you're addicted to drugs, whether you're addicted to sex, whether you're addicted to wine, whether you're addicted to whatever. I'm addicted to fucking. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you this story real quick. Well, no, real quick. This is my show. I can make it however the fuck long I want. And we don't do fucking pauses on the Mind is Psychic when I have guests on. It goes full through. Very little editing is done. But so my dear friend, she knows who she is. Yes, okay. She's a friend. Don't you sickos think of anything else. She's a dear friend of mine. I'm not going to put her on blast, but she knows who the fuck she is. Anyway, she does awesome massages, by the way. She's a massage therapist in Long Beach, California.
Yeah, but
don't look at the link on the bottom of my description. But
I was just saying, you're like, she's a friend, and then you're like, she does some awesome massages,
right? Not like that.
Counterintuitive, but all right.
Not like that. But no, she taught me something, and I actually because I would keep my chicken wing, my right arm, my retard arm, my special hand, my strong hand.
Yeah.
Homeless Earl. For the people that know, go back years and years, Homeless Earl. I would keep it to my side because that was comfortable. It's all been that way. But she was telling me about, certain things I could do. And she was giving me a massage literally instantly. Like I felt phenomenal. And then the pain came later, but she was like, why don't you try this compression thing and try this thing for your back? Because, you never sit upright, you never keep your arms straight. So I have a arm compression thingamabobber that I wear now. And I have this little back thing. It's for the upper back neck brace.
Yeah.
And it keeps me up straight. So now I'm more open and I'm more like, oh shit, I need to stand straight. I need to sit straight up. But that helps me, but I just envision her of slapping me in the fucking leg saying, sit up straight, move your arm, or she'll just fucking move it or something. So Yeah, that's where. So I'm trying to do that. It's a whole, but never in my fucking years of physical therapy. I mean, of course, your mom would say, sit up straight. Bad posture is bad posture, right? But doctors, specialists, even never told me, hey, you should. Here's some muscle relaxers, but let's not stand up straight. Let's not sit up straight. So, I mean, we know it's the pharmacy mafia. We get that. I get that. But, I do think that, common sense should work sometimes. But yeah, that's where I'm getting at is like some stuff does actually work. And I've been doing this for about a week now. And surprisingly, I'm catching myself now. It's becoming more routine. So maybe that'll help with a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll prevent me from being bedridden with back spasms every couple of years. Who knows? But rose-colored glasses, baby. Rose-colored glasses.
That's right. Look, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know?
Well, that's how I'm going to start podcasting. Just
Did you know?
yeah.
Did you know that you're just
Yeah.
extra in somebody else's movie? You better just live your life. Nobody cares like you think they care. Did you know that?
Ooh.
That was a fucking bomb when I heard that earlier. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was thinking in a whole different direction, but Mr. Sir Judo came up, told me about it, and I'm like, okay, that makes a hell of a lot of sense once he explained what he thought it was. Because everything can have different meanings. We could all interpret things differently. But damn, dude, it's like, fuck, you're right. We can't depend on anybody but our own selves. Because we have to worry about ourselves. Just saying, that's what I took out of it after you had to mansplain to a retard like me. What
I mansplained my whole life. It's all right.
Yes, you do. And
I'm just out here trying to figure it out with like half batteries.
With half fuck, I don't even have one AAA. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even have one of those brain cells in my brain. So, I mean, they say that people lose a shit ton of brain cells, whatever. Bro, in that 15 years of me drinking, I probably lost more brain cells than a whole elephant in the safari. I don't know. Retarded. Yeah, but I've actually got the picture up of my beard of the selfie I took. Homeboy took he did a really good fucking job. So I actually already made a follow-up appointment for a month so he could keep me trimmed. Because basically what he said was, because they were different, all the hair on my left side was different lengths than the right and stuff like that. And I have like, what do they call it? What do you have in your hair? Collops or what do you know what I'm talking about? When in your hair you have, when it's naturally curly, callops or something like that. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Calyx. There we go. Calyx. Apparently I have that on the left side where all my hair is on my beard.
No, I think it's 2 words, like cow, like moo, and licks, like
Calyx. Well, we know you like to lick.
Cow licks.
Like Cal Perry.
No. Like the cow. And then
the cow.
licky,
It's not like Calyx, like COW?
Yes.
Not CAL?
Nah. It's cow, like moo, cow.
You know what? Since you have 2 proper hands, can you Google that for me to make sure?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Yeah.
Thank you. Must be nice to have 2 hands.
Well, get one off your dick. Just kidding. Cow licks. A cow lick is a small section of hair, typically a patch of hair on the crown of the head that grows in a different direction from the rest of your hair.
I have that on my beard, on my chin. So and it's CAW?
Yeah, like moo.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe and leave a comment. You can hear me on all major platforms and socials under the Mind of Psychic podcast. See you next time.